So guys, yesterday I could not upload a video because of some reasons. So like I could not make the previews of CSK versus LSG. So today I will be giving a 3-minute quick recap, quick preview of CSK versus LSG the day before yesterday's match. So let's talk about it. So like we talked that Akash Singh took 3 wickets and all, and the cheat celebration was going so good and so well that we see. And I think we talk about that game that we talk about. So we'll talk about CSK's batting that we see. So we talk about the CSK's batting that we talk about. Sanju Samson played a strike rate of 100 strike rate he had strike rate of 100 that we see. Then we talk about Ruturaj Gaikwad also was not good. The top order was fumbling. The CSK's top order was fumbling that we see. But we talk about Ruturaj Gaikwad also did not do very well. Urvil Patel also did not do very well. But there was only one man who took these 3 wickets, was Akash Singh. Akash Singh is that player who has been doing so well in the IPL that we see. He's been that player who played well for CSK in 2023 and is now taking the wickets that we see, and has got a wonderful chit celebration that we see, a paper celebration. The 4 paper celebrations happened. This trend was started by Abhishek Sharma that we see, and it goes on continuing. First it was with Raghu Sharma, then with Urvil Patel scoring a fastest 50, and then it is Akash Singh who has been that player who has been doing so good and so well in the IPL that we see. And Akash Singh has been that player who is a very good player in the IPL that we see. He has taken those 3 wickets very well that we see. That is, Akash Singh has been that player who has been doing so good that we see. He's been the player who has been doing very well that we see. LSG's Indian core pace bowling has been too good that we see. And we talk about this player, that is Karthik Sharma. Karthik Sharma has been the player who has been doing so good and so well, and he's been the player who has been a very good player that we see. That is Karthik Sharma. Karthik Sharma has been that player who has been doing so good and so well in the IPL that we see. But CSK are still missing without Jamie Orton that we see, because Karthik Sharma has been that player who has been scoring so good and so well in the IPL that we see. Even after not performing well in the first half, Karthik Sharma performing well in the second half that we see. Karthik Sharma has made a real comeback in the IPL that we see. And then we talk about Dewald Brevis. Dewald Brevis smashed those 2 sixes that we see, and he's been that player who has been too good that we see. That is Dewald Brevis. Karthik Sharma is that player who has been doing so good and so well in the IPL that we see. He's been a player who has been playing those knocks very well that we see, and a player who has been doing a good comeback in the IPL that we see. That is Karthik Sharma has been that player who has been doing so good and so well in the IPL that we see. Shivam Dube has been one of the best players in the IPL that we see, and he's been a player who could have played so good and so well in the IPL that we see. That is Shivam Dube. Shivam Dube even has been that player who has given in the last over. What a comeback by Shivam Dube that we see. Shivam Dube he scored like 20 runs in the last over that we see. He's been that player who has been doing so good and so well that we see. That is Shivam Dube, and he's been that player who has been doing very well that we see. And then we talk about Prashant Veer. Prashant Veer has also given a good support to that team, but the only last over was only by Shivam Dube surviving this runs that we see and scoring those runs in the IPL that we see. That is Shivam Dube has been that player who has been doing so good and so well in the IPL that we see. He's a player who smashes huge number of runs in the IPL that we see and can score a very good amount of runs in the IPL that we see. That is Shivam Dube has been that player who has been playing so good and so well in the IPL that we see. He's a player who played a very good knock in the IPL that we see. That is Shivam Dube has been that player who is so good in the IPL that we see. And in the last over, like we talk about, Shivam Dube has been that player who has scored like 20 runs in the last 4 balls of the last over that we see. He's been that player who has been playing so good and so well that we see, and a player who played very well in the IPL that we see. That is Shivam Dube has been that player who played so good that we see. He has been that player in the last over. He took CSK to a very high level that we see. that is Shivam Dube has been that player who has been doing very good in the IPL that we see, and a player who can play very well that we see, that is Shivam Dube. And then we talk about the LSG bowling that we see. Only Akash Singh has been that player who has been doing so good that we see and took 3 wickets, and he has removed a chit celebration that we see, that is Akash Singh has bowled very good in the good overs that we see. He's been a player who has bowled so good that we see, that is Akash Singh. And Mayank Yadav, also not taking wickets, has also bowled very well that we see. Mohammad Shami has taken 1 wicket that we see, and Shahbaz Ahmed has also taken 1 wicket that we see. He has been that player who has been doing very well in the IPL that we see, that is Akash Singh and uh, Shahbaz Ahmed that we see, and Mohammad Shami also doing very well, and also Mayank Yadav has also been performing very well in the IPL that we see. And then we talk about Lucknow Super Giants. Mitchell Marsh has been playing so good that we see. Josh Inglis and Nicholas Puran. I think Marsh, English, and Puran was so good that we see. Marsh was smashing so much runs in the IPL that we see, and Mitchell Marsh for LSG in the last 2 seasons has been a total beast in the IPL that we see. He's been that player who has been doing so good and so well in the IPL that we see, and he's been that player who has scored so good and so well in the IPL. We talk about him. He's been the player who smashes so many runs in the IPL that we see. Josh Inglis is that player who has been scoring those good runs in the IPL that we see. He's been a player who smashes such good runs in the IPL that we see. And then we talk about Nicholas Puran has been smashing for 4 sixes that we see. In the last over only he finished the game in the IPL that we see, that is Nicholas Puran has been that player who has been playing so good and so well in the IPL that we see. And Nicholas Puran and I think Anshul Kamboj is the main reason why he got smashed for 4 sixes twice that we see. 28 runs he gave. 20 Anshul Kamboj versus Mitchell Marsh 28 runs, and Anshul Kamboj versus Nicholas Puran 24 runs that we see in the 17th over that we see. Anshul Kamboj did not had a very great day. He conceded 63 runs that we see. I think Anshul Kamboj, we see that he's been that player who has not been doing very well in the IPL. He's the most wickets taken for CSK that we see, that is Anshul Kamboj, but now he got smashed for 63 runs in 16 balls that we see. 0 for 63 wickets in 2.4 overs that we see. Anshul Kamboj did not had a very great day that we see. We see that, and I think we see that the CSK chances for the playoffs are very low that we see, and it has been not been good for them, and it has been that team which has not been playing very well that we see. Abdul Samad also scored and smashed a 6 that we see. Mukul Chaudhary scoring good runs and keeping that team into a high level, that LSG winning. Emma and LSG making the other teams playoff chances very low that we see. Now we see that team, we see now this IPL is IPLing that we see, but now we talk about the team that CSK is bowling that we see. Mukesh has taken 1 wicket, Spencer has taken 1 wicket, and nothing else to say. But now we talk about the next game that we see, that is the Kolkata Knight Riders versus the Gujarat Titans. So we talk about this team. We see that Mohammad Siraj dropping that catch that we see. I think we talk about this game was so good and so well played that we see. Ajinkya Rahane also smashing huge runs, but going at a good strike rate that we see. Ajinkya Rahane got out. Then we talk about Finn Allen. Finn Allen in the last was deserved to score a century, but went out. But was a total beast in this IPL that we see. That is Finn Allen. Finn Allen has been that player who has been playing so well in the IPL that we see. He's been that player who is a top masterclass in the IPL that we see. But Finn Allen scoring 100 against Delhi Capitals, scoring 93 runs in the Eden Gardens that we see is a massive beast that we see. Finn Allen scoring a World Cup century semi-final in Eden Gardens has been that player who has been playing so good and so well that we see. KKR's top order that we see: Finn Allen, Angkrish, and Cameron Green. They were the totally beasts, and KKR's batting till the end took that team to a very high level that we see. We talk about Finn Allen. Finn Allen has been that player who has been smashing those huge runs in the IPL that we see, and Finn Allen has been that player who can be that team player who can score very good runs in the IPL that we see. He's been that total beast in the IPL that we see. That Finn Allen was the major deserving respect for that team that we see, for KKR that we see. That is, Finn Allen has been the player who has been playing so good and so well in the IPL that we see. And Finn Allen is one of the best ever players in the IPL that we see. He's a player who can play so good in the IPL that we see. That is Finn Allen. And Finn Allen has been that player who has been taking that team to a very high level that we see. And Finn Allen, who can score good runs in the IPL that we see. Finn Allen taking that team, smashing 10 sixes in the IPL that we see. He's a massive beast in the IPL that we see. That is, Finn Allen has been that player who has been playing so good and so well in the IPL that we see. He's a player who has been a total good runs in the IPL and has been handling the batting for IPL that we see. But there is also one more player that we see. We talk about the KKR star boy Angkrish Raghuvanshi. Angkrish Raghuvanshi has been that player who has been taking KKR to a high level and is on the 13th position on the orange cap position that we see. Angkrish Raghuvanshi has been playing so well in the IPL that we see. He's been that player who has been that KKR star boy player that we see. Angkrish Raghuvanshi smashing those sixes, playing those shots very well that we see. He's been that player who has been playing so good and so well in the IPL that we see. That is Angkrish Raghuvanshi. Angkrish Raghuvanshi has been that player who has been playing so well in the IPL that we see, and a player who has been doing so good and so well in the IPL. Angkrish Raghuvanshi smashing in the last over, in the death overs. He was playing so well and he was smashing those huge sixes that we see. That Angkrish Raghuvanshi has been that player who has been that player who is now what Shubman Gill used to perform in 2018. Angkrish Raghuvanshi is performing here in 2026. I think Angkrish Raghuvanshi is that player who has been a very massive player in the IPL that we see. He's been that player who has been scoring those good runs in the IPL that we see. That is Angkrish Raghuvanshi. Has been that player who is such a good player in the IPL that we see. That is Angkrish Raghuvanshi. And then we talk about Cameron Green. Cameron Green has been that player who has been so good in the IPL that we see, and a player who can play a very good knock in the IPL. And Cameron Green has been that player who has given a good support to Angkrish Raghuvanshi. Even after Angkrish Raghuvanshi smashing fours and sixes in the death overs that we see, he's been that player who is giving the total momentum to the IPL that we see. And Angkrish Raghuvanshi is the only reason why KKR's batting is peaking very well, is doing very well that we see. It's only because of Angkrish Raghuvanshi and Finn Allen are the only players who have been playing so good and so well in the IPL that we see, and are been giving a massive respect that we see. I think KKR batters are those players who have been doing so well in the IPL that we see. That is, Angkrish Raghuvanshi is that player who has been doing very well, and Finn Allen is that only player who has been doing very well. Only Finn Allen and Angkrish Raghuvanshi are the main players who have deserved that batting award that we see, that we talk about. And Cameron Green has been that player who has been scoring so good and so well in the IPL. He's been that player who has been giving a massive support. Cameron Green in the first half was not doing very well, but Cameron Green in the second half was also doing very well in the IPL that we see. They have been that players who have been doing so good and so well in the IPL that we see. That is Cameron Green and Angkrish Raghuvanshi and Finn Allen that we talk about. And then we talk about Gujarat Titans bowling. We see that only Mohammad Siraj has bowled good. He took one wicket that we see, and Sai Kishore has also taken one wicket that we see. Rashid Khan bowled like 0 for 57, Kagishore Rabada 0 for 40, Jason Holder 0 for 39, and Arshad Khan gave 22 runs in one over that we see. It would have been the most expensive over that we see of Arshad Khan's that we talk about. And then we talk about Gujarat Titans batting that we talk about. Shubman Gill giving two good runs in the IPL that we see, and Shubman Gill performing, taking the Gujarat Titans to a higher level of batting that we see. Shubman Gill has been that only player who has been doing so good and so well in the IPL. He's been that captain who has been having with a decent squad, with no show off that we see. That Shubman Gill, he's been that player for Gujarat Titans, has been that player who has been doing very well in the IPL that we see, that is Shubman Gill, has been that player who has been playing so good and so well in the IPL that we see, and he has been that player who has been doing so good in the IPL that we see, that we talk about, that is Shubman Gill. Shubman Gill has been that player who has been having a good player that we see. He has been having that scoring of 50 in the IPL that we see. Shubman Gill has been taking that batting to a very high level. Shubman Gill's batting and Shubman Gill's captaincy is the main reason why Gujarat Titans are rising that we talk about. Shubman Gill has been that player who has been doing so good and so well in the IPL that we see, and he's been that player who has been doing so good in the IPL that we talk about, that is Shubman Gill. Shubman Gill has been that player who has been scoring so good runs in the IPL that we talk about. He's been that player who has been doing so good that we see, that is Shubman Gill. And then we talk about Sai Sudarshan. Sai Sudarshan has been that player who has been doing so good that we see, and Sai Sudarshan has been that player who has been playing so good in the IPL. Even after getting retired hurt, Sai Sudarshan has made a comeback and also has won the orange cap. Shubman Gill had the orange cap later, but now it went to Sai Sudarshan, and now the Gujarat Titans openers are leading in the orange cap race for the top two now that we see, that is Shubman Gill and Sai Sudarshan are the players who have been leading in the top two now. And then we talk about Joss Butler. Joss Butler has been that player who has been playing so well in the IPL that we talk about. Joss Butler has been that good player who has been performing very well in the IPL, but now also giving a momentum to the top order that we see. Gill, Sudarshan, and Butler are the players who have been rising very well in the IPL that we see, and have been playing so good in the IPL that we see. That is only because of Gill, Sudarshan, and Joss Butler. Joss Butler also performing with a well-packed batting that we talk about. He's been that player who has been performing very well in the IPL that we see. That is Joss Butler is been that player who is performing very well in the IPL. He has been performing so good in the IPL that we see. That is Joss Butler. Joss Butler is been that player who has been doing so good in the IPL, and a player who can score good runs in the IPL and can have a very good in the team that we see, and can score very well in the middle overs that we see, that is Joss Butler. And then we talk about the KKR's bowling that we see. We talk about KKR's bowling that we see, that is only Sunil Narayan. Sunil Narayan bowl. I think Sunil Narayan is that player who is been giving that who is KKR's most valuable player in the IPL that we see. That is only Sunil Narayan has been that player who has been doing very well that we see, and no other player like that we see. We see that all the West Indian legends retired. Pollard is not there, Russell retired, Bravo is not there, but only Sunil Narayan is ruling in the IPL that we see. Sunil Narayan taking those quick wickets that we see. Sunil Narayan can defend well in the spin, but he's been that KKR's most valuable player that we see in the 14 years. Sunil Narayan is still doing very well in the IPL, whether it be in batting or whether it be in bowling. Sunil Narayan has been that player who can play so good and so well in the IPL that we see. He's been that player who has been having a magical spinning that we see, and has bowled very well that we see. Sunil Narayan in spin does not concede any unnecessary runs that we see. He has been that player who has been doing so well and so good in the IPL that we see. That is Sunil Narayan. And then we talk about other bowlers of KKR. Saurabh Dubey took one wicket that we see, and Cameron Green also took one wicket that we see. But the only main reason that is good is Sunil Narayan. I think this match has been, I think Allen's batting, Raghuvansh's batting, and Sunil Narayan's bowling helped KKR winning that game and keeping KKR's playoffs hopes alive that we see. And let's go to the points table we talk about. So like we talk about, RCB are on the first and Gujarat Titans are also on the first. Other table toppers that we see: Sunrisers Hyderabad third, Punjab Kings fourth, Rajasthan Royals fifth, CSK sixth, KKR on the seventh position now, Delhi on the eighth, MI and LSG are eliminated that we see. But now we talk about this game. Now KKR are keeping their playoff hopes alive that we see. Delhi Capitals are having a good chance in qualifying. Even if Delhi Capitals lose today, they are out of the playoffs race. I think now it will be remaining to 7 teams. Then we talk about SRH are doing very well. Punjab Kings are losing 5 games that we see. CSK also lost. CSK have 30 to 35% of chances to come into the playoffs race. I think Delhi Capitals have no chance in coming in the playoffs, but they have no chances to come in the playoffs. Kolkata Knight Riders have easy chances to come in the playoffs if they win their next two games that we see. If they win their next two games, then I think KKR can easily qualify. I think it can be an easy chance for Kolkata Knight Riders to qualify for the playoffs that we see. And then we talk about the today's game that we see. Today's game is about the 2025 finalists that we talk about, that is the Punjab Kings versus the Royal Challengers Bangalore. We see that team, we see these two trinities meeting, that we see 2025 finalists, and it is the hope decider for the Punjab Kings. It is the hope decider for Punjab Kings that we see. Punjab Kings have lost 5 games in a row that we see, but RCB won 2 games in Raipur that we see. RCB's luck is going up, but Punjab Kings' luck is going down that we see. We see that team that we talk about, Punjab Kings, losing those games that we see is only because of Punjab Kings bowling and fielding and dropped catches that we talk about. But can Punjab Kings win this game today in Dharamshala? Punjab Kings have won only 1 out of 7 games in Dharamshala in the last 2 or 3 years that we see. And also we talk about this game. It is Punjab Kings qualification decider. If Punjab Kings win their next 2 games, it can be a huge qualifying decider for them. We talk about, I think Punjab Kings, I think Shreyas Iyer needs to lead with a new good team that we talk about. And I think Punjab Kings versus RCB that we see, RCB is going so good and are doing so good and so well, and have been performing well in the 2 games in Raipur that we see. They have been doing so good and so well in the IPL that we see. That is the RCB team. We talk about Virat Kohli scoring a century in Raipur, was so good. We talk about Rajat Patidar's captaincy has been performing very well in the IPL. We talk about that thrilling game against MI was so good and so well that we see. And then we talk about this game. We have been seeing that the 2025 finalists meet up today that we see. Who is going to win this game tonight? I think we see. But I think today, I think the Punjab Kings are going to win for sure, because they have lost 5 games, and I think Punjab Kings deserve this win for now. We see that, and for sure that Punjab Kings are going to deserve this win for sure today. And then we talk about Delhi Capitals versus Rajasthan Royals. Delhi Capitals are keeping their playoff hopes alive that we see. They have been keeping their playoff hopes alive only because of their last match, because of Akshar Patel and David Miller that we see. But I don't think Delhi Capitals are going to qualify this year that we see. They are not going to qualify for sure, and I think Delhi Capitals will get eliminated today itself. And I think Rajasthan Royals are going to win this game for sure that we see. And Rajasthan Royals are surely going to win this game for sure, because I think we have Jaiswal, Suryavanshi, Donvan Ferreira, Dhruv Jurel that we see. But I think we need another Indian uncapped player that we see, that is Ravi Singh, who can perform really well for us and can be that player who can do very well that we see. That is Ravi Singh has been that player who has been doing very well in the IPL that we see, and can be that player who can perform really very well that we see. That is Ravi Singh. And then we talk about Delhi Capitals team that we see, that is KL Rahul and Pathum Nissanka performing very well in the batting. Samir Rizvi, Akshar Patel, David Miller have been that players who have been performing very well that we see, and they are the players who have been doing so good and so well that we see. But then we talk about Delhi Capital. In the last game that we see, Riyan Parag scored 90 runs that we see. Even after playing so good that we see, Riyan Parag scored 90 runs in the IPL that we see. But I think Yashasvi Jaiswal needs to play good as a captain now, and can do very well as a good, can do too good very well as a captain that we see. That is Yashasvi Jaiswal that we see. And today I think Rajasthan Royals are going to win this game for sure shot that we see. And we talk about Rajasthan's bowling that we see. Rajasthan's bowling we talk about, I think we talk about Jadeja, Yashraj Punja, Ravi Bishnoi should get a chance that we see. Archer, Deshpande, and I think not Deshpande. I think they should try with Yudhvir Charak or Sushant Mishra. That can be a good option. I think Yudhvir Singh Charak can be a good option for Rajasthan Royals that we see. He can bowl very well in the IPL that we see. That is Yudhvir Singh Charak can be that player who can do very good and can bowl very well. And then we talk about Delhi Capitals bowling. We see Mitchell Stark, Lungisan Ngidi, and I think Kyle Jamieson or Mukesh Kumar and or T Natarajan have been doing very well. And I think Delhi Capitals Indian core bowling has not been doing very well, but Delhi Capitals overseas core bowling has been doing very well that we see. Only Mitchell Stark is the only player who has been carrying for Delhi Capitals bowling that we see, and uh, and we see that team who have been doing very well that we see, that is the Delhi Capitals bowling that we see. And that's all for today, and make sure you like, share and subscribe for more content and for more videos and all. Thank you.